Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen. It is new comic book day for the week of March 21st, and we're going to get started right now.
Hey guys, Tim from the comic book store and Capes and Scowls. We're going to talk about the trades that are out. And new this week, I've got Aquaman, The Legend of Aquaman. It's got good people on this book. I don't know anything about it, but I dig the artwork. So there you got that. We've got a new volume for Iron Fist. This is Ed Brisson. He's a pretty good writer. We've got Planetary, Volume 2. I do believe this is the whole thing now. I don't think it was more than 2 of these, the re-release of Planetary. Flash, Volume 5. If you're keeping up with Flash, I am not. Miraculous. A lot of people dig this book. I think it has a cartoon or something. X-Men Blue, Volume 3. I hate the X-Men. Do we really have to go into that? Gwar, Orgasmageddon. Gwar's awesome. That's all you need to know about that. We got Giant Days. Giant Days is awesome as well. I read this. I'm not this far along, but Giant Days is a really cool book. We've got Spider-Man 2. I know Ryan Young, who works at the comic book store, loves this book. I don't know. He might like it. Black Science I really enjoy. This is the newest. This is Volume 7. Moonstruck. I remember this had a pretty good cult following when this came out. That's an Image book, I believe. Yeah. And then we got Harrow County, which is up to Volume 7 as well. This is a cool horror book by Cullen Bunn. Yes, Cullen Bunn. So yeah, there's your trades this week.
First up, we have Avengers No Surrender, which is Avengers 685. It is the Red Hulk versus the Green Hulk. Doesn't go well, as it shouldn't, because the Red Hulk has always been a kind of a carbon copy of the Green Hulk and just never been as good. And it just doesn't turn out well. The Hulk is going through literally everyone, and even possibly takes out another one or two of our heroes. They are dead and not coming back. We don't know because, again, it's Marvel. But this series has been great. This issue is no different. Definitely grab it.
Alright gang, let's talk comics. First up, I got a Marvel book that I knew nothing about and I had no expectations of. And it's Weapon H, #1. I blocked this out that this even happened. Why would you do this? I don't care about a Hulk-Wolverine hybrid. I think it's overkill. But, that being said, I read this and it was fine. The ideas were fine. It is about the man who is military, who became Weapon H, trying to escape everybody, to not Hulk out, to not get into altercations, which, as we know, will never work. He ends up north in the mountains, and he sees people in trouble. He tries to help them without getting too close, and of course, that goes bad. Also, those people work for the Roxxon Corporation, so of course it goes bad, because the Roxxon Corporation is at the helm of everything evil in Marvel's universe. If it ain't Hydra, it's probably Roxxon. So, it's a pretty good book. It's okay. I don't think we need this character at all, but it's written good.
Next up, we have Witchblade, issue #4. I can't tell if I love this series or just really like the series, but it's good. Our main character is in kind of a dream state, and this is a very confusing issue, but it's written that way. She's in a dream state the entire time, so as it's written and drawn, it bounces back and forth between a lot of dreams and memories that are going on, but it's written in such a way that it doesn't lose you. It'll confuse you, but it's supposed to confuse you, but it doesn't lose you, and that's a very tricky thing to do when you're doing comics, because a lot of times when you try to do that, you will end up losing the reader. But it doesn't here. The writing has been great all this way through. The art has been spectacular, and it's definitely the new book that you should be reading. You're only up to issue #4, so you do have time to go back and grab everything else. It should be coming in a trade pretty soon. The end of this arc will probably be in an issue or two, and then you can catch up that way. But this is definitely something you should be reading.
Alright guys, next up is Lucy Dreaming from Boom Studios. It's by Max Bemis, and I like Max Bemis. He wrote that Centipede book I bought all the issues of and never read, because that's what comic readers do. And he's doing Moon Knight, which I do like. Moon Knight has been very good. Basically, it's about a high school-aged girl, roughly, who is kind of the class outcast, and she just kind of like keeps to herself, and she's very inward with her emotions. And what happens is she goes to bed one night, she's brushing her teeth, and she notices her eyes are glowing like a gold kind of color. And she's confused. She's like, it's probably something with my period. I don't understand. Whatever. She goes to bed, and as she falls asleep, she wakes up in a different universe. And she is older and mature. She looks like this. Kind of has like that Voltron-looking uniform. That's pretty cool. And she's in a sci-fi epic. And she's like, oh, man, this is sweet. I'm a total kick-ass character. And then you see how it's not really a dream. She can be hurt. And it's very violent. She's kind of grossed out by some of the violence that happens. It's a very unique twist on this story. And how does she interact with the dreams? It's very, very interesting. Very cool. Good work, Max. So, yeah, Lucid Dreaming. Check it out.
And pick of the week is Batman issue number 43. I love this book. I love this series. Tom King has just been doing an amazing job. I can't stop raving about this comic. It's the end of the arc. Batman and Ivy are kind of in a war of minds, and we're revealed now that this all comes down to fallout from the war of the Joker and the riddles, war of jokes and riddles, where Pam is hurt. She's just trying to basically make everything right from a misunderstanding that she had in that series where she feels that she killed 5 people, and the fallout and what happens between there. I don't want to really spoil it, but the interactions that he has with, or that Tom King has with Batman and Catwoman, actually take a back seat to this one with the interactions that happen between Harley and Ivy, which are just as good and just as heartfelt, and they make you care about those characters even if you don't. And I hate Harley. So that tells you how good this series has been written so far. If you can take a character that I genuinely just despise in her own series, if they can take that character and make it something that I want to read, that's what a great writer can do, and he does that in this series. You should be picking it up. You should be picking up his entire run because it is spectacular. It's why I'm going to read Action Comics issue 1000, because there's a Tim King story in it. So, yeah, definitely grab this.
All right, people, my pick of the week is by Jason Aaron, because Jason Aaron is awesome, and it is The Mighty Thor. Number 705 they're up to, because why not? And this was said to be the death of Thor, of the Lady Thor, so I ordered it. I had to check it out, and I believe it is the death of Lady Thor, as advertised. There's a little room where maybe they could do something hokey, and they shouldn't. Basically, you have this creature that's been destroying Asgardia, and she knows if she transforms just one more time, her body will not be able to take it, and she will die. And she does it anyway, and she has this amazing fight. I don't want to go into too much detail, but it is a very emotional issue. It is a very good issue. The art is fantastic as well. You should check this out. If there's only one Thor book you read, check this out. There will be a conclusion in the next issue. I will probably read that as well. I enjoyed it, and I hope, if this is an actual death as advertised, keep her dead. Huh, Marvel? Can we keep her dead for a while? Remember when people stayed dead for a while? Yeah, me neither. Anyways, good work, Jason Aaron. You're awesome. Well, that's it. There's snow on the ground. There's snow everywhere where we are. It just hailed all day, and there's just ice everywhere. And I hope you people can get to your comic book stores tomorrow. Maybe you live somewhere sunny, and you're like, I don't care about that. The Northeast is stupid. You pretentious asses who think you're better than everybody else. I hear you.
But we are.
But we are?
We are.
I'm not better than anybody. That's not true. I'm better than a couple people. There's some stupid people out there in this world. I'm better than them. Okay.
There's stuff here.
Oh, right. Is that the point of this? I thought I just had to say something fucking...
No, it was kind of...
Hey, there's a thing over here. Hey. There's a thing over here. Only here. I'm not letting him put anything else anywhere.